All right, so we left off at number 12. I was just going to state that that answer isn't worded the best, but you get the point. Hopefully, make sure that you do go through all that process of describing why the sides can't be opposite sides of a parallelogram. So all this stuff on the side is important because I basically said all that in reverse. So just pointing that out. Just to make sure you follow that progression of thought. The slopes have to be equal because they're not equal. The sides aren't parallel because the sides aren't parallel. They're not opposite sides of a parallelogram. Okay, here we go. On to number 13. We have a trapezoid with some vertices, and we're asked to determine the slope for each. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to make the R x1, y1, and the S x2, y2. Here we go. M equals... Wrong slide. Okay, m equals y2 is 1 minus negative 2 over 7 minus 1. Minus a negative means plus, so this is really 3. 1 plus 2 is 3 over 6, which reduces to 1/2. On to the next one. Since the r's are 1s, I'm going to make the t's 2s, x2, y2. And here we go. M equals 2 minus negative 2 all over 3 minus 1. And simplify again. Remember, the minus and negative means plus. So 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Reduce it, and I get 2. On to TU. I'm going to make the U the x1, y1, because T's already the 2's. Here we go. M equals 2 minus 3 all over 3 minus 5. Simplify across, I get negative 1 over negative 2. Negative divided by negative is positive 1/2. On to the last one, U and S. Those are already labeled, and they're already different labels, so we jump right in. 1 minus 3 over 7 minus 5. I get negative 2 over 2, which reduces to negative 1. Then the question for part B, based on the results to part A, which sides of the trapezoid are parallel, meaning same slope? So if I look at my answers, it looks like RS is parallel to TU since their slopes are equal or the same. All right, last one. This one, I'm not going to read the problem, but it has a bunch of information there. I am going to jump right into part A using the coordinate points plotted in A, write equations to determine the distance. So here goes. A is at negative 6, 4. B is at 3, 8. C is at 8, negative 2. And the port is at 0, see, 0, 0. So then I'm going to go port to island A. I'm going to call this x1, y1, and x2, y2. And here we go. Distance equals square root. I get negative 6, not comma. While I'm doing that, I'll fix my little blunder there. Okay, so negative, oh, I still didn't fix the comma. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, negative 6 minus 0, square it. Then we have 4 minus 0 and squared. Negative 6 squared is going to give me 36. 4 squared gives me 16. Add them together, I get root 52. On to A to B. I'm going to make B's the x1, y1, and then D equals square root. I have negative 6 minus 3, square it, plus 4 minus 8 and square it. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9. Squared gives me 81. 4 minus 8 is negative 4 squared, which gives me 16. Add them together, I get root 97. On to the next one, going from B to C. C is going to be my, let's see, x2, y2. And I get square root 8 minus 3 squared plus negative 2 minus 8 and square it. Then, whoopsie, let's go back. Then simplify. 8 minus 3 is 5 and square it is 25. Negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10 and square it is 100. Add them together, we get root 125. On to the last part here, the island C to the port. If I use the labels I already have, and distance formula, let's go. We have 8 minus 0 squared plus negative 2 minus 0 squared equals, let's see, 8 squared is 64. Negative 2 squared is 4. Add them together, we get root 68. All right, part B, it says, what is the total distance? To show our work for that, all we have to do is add up all those distances. So root 52 plus root 97 plus root 125 plus root 68. And when I add all those together, I get 36.4865, blah, blah, blah. And if we look at our directions, it says round to the nearest tenth, which means I'm going to cut off my decimal here. Sorry, let's go back. Whoopsie. Okay, so I want to cut off my decimal. I'm going to look back at one number behind it. Since it's bigger than 5 or bigger, I'm going to jump it up so this turns into approximately 36.5. And that's it. Good luck on the test tomorrow. See you later.